What's up everybody, you're back with Text to My Ex. I'm Marie, and you're probably wondering what the hell we're making today with all of this, because normally I don't have this many ingredients on the bar. So if you like beer, which I don't, so I'm a little scared of this one today. You may have heard of certain things that people do with Coronas, like a Corona Sunrise, etc., stuff like that. Well, someone sent me a video of what's called a Tokyo Corona. I would say this is not for you lightweights out there. I have two in the freezer right now, two Coronas getting cold. When you pour liquor into a beer, it's gonna make it warm. If I don't like beer already, I'm not gonna like a warm beer. So I want it to be ice cold, and I'm actually gonna shake up what I'm gonna pour into the beer. Now you're gonna take your Corona, you're gonna pour half of it out. You're gonna need some melon liqueur, some triple sec, a clear tequila, vodka, some gin, and then some rum, clear rum. I only had Malibu, so it is gonna be a flavored rum, but oh well, I think more flavor will help with this. It says for the recipe to do lemon juice, but I grabbed lemon and lime juice, and that's why I'm gonna do two Coronas, because I wanna see the difference. Because normally when you serve a Corona, you put a lime in it, right? Not a lemon. So I'm just curious, but let's get to pouring. So you're gonna need an ounce of each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Got all that added, right? Shake it up. Strain this into a plastic cup. I have to be able to bend the cup. I'm gonna do 2 of these because, like I said, I wanna try one with lemon, one with lime, but you would only need 1. Okay, I have my bar key to open them. All right, so now that this is halfway poured out, right? We're gonna pour the liquor in slowly. Jeez Louise. Once that fizz goes down, you're actually gonna top it off with sweet and sour. I did forget to mention that in the beginning. I'm gonna grab mine. So that's good right there. Then we're gonna do just a little bit of lemon juice in this one. Pouring it down the side of it, as you can see. Do a little bit of lime juice for this one. Okay. Do it upside down, get everything mixed up. Let's try this. I'm nervous, y'all. This is the one with the lemon. I mean, I can still taste a little bit of the hint of beer. Like, for those who don't like beer, it's that beery taste, but it's not bad. Like, if this was all they had at a party, I'd drink it. What might actually be good is a little bit of grenadine. Let's see about the lime. There's really no difference, honestly. Let's try some grenadine. So all in all, I mean, it's still not my favorite drink in the world, but it's not the worst. Not too much, because grenadine is very, very sweet. All right, cheers. Oh yeah. So I would add grenadine. If you like beer and you really want to get fucked up, I suggest you try it, because it's 4 liquors, 2 liqueurs, sweet and sour on top of your beer. So it is gonna fuck you up. Let's get to our next text. Hey R, I'm coming here to tell you how I really feel, because frankly, I'm too afraid to actually tell you. But I love the way that you make me feel. I wish I could believe it and embrace everything you say, but instead it scares me. How could you even want me? I'm so broken right now. I'm just in shock that I'm what you want. Like, how do you even know that? It's kind of wild. I've always wanted to feel the way that you make me feel. I've always wanted someone so sure about me, and without hesitation, they show up for me. I wish I could trust you and receive how you feel fully. Instead, constantly fighting it all and guarding myself is pretty exhausting. I'll never forget our last kiss. You looked at me and told me I felt like home for you. I know you could be that for me too if I would just allow it. But being home for you makes me so happy, because when I look at you, I want nothing less than for you to be genuinely happy. I'll never hurt you, take you for granted. I think it's so beautiful after everything that I've shared with you. You're still the same with me. You're still pursuing me while respecting my space. Honestly, I have no idea if you're good or bad. If you're just, it's so funny because I relate to this so well. If you're just my next heartbreak waiting to happen, but I so desperately want to believe that you're my lasting love. My happily ever after, my safe space. Every now and then I'll catch myself allowing a moment where I believe in all of this, that all the pain and disappointment will be worth it because it leads me to you. But just for a moment, because the life that I've lived, that never happened. You know what you want until you get it, and then everything changes. Maybe it's the chase you love. Maybe I'm right, and there is no way that you're so sure about me this fast. And that, in fact, is a red flag. I don't trust myself at all to figure out any of this. For now, I'll refuse to fall for you. For now, I'll play it safe and remind myself fairy tales aren't real and full of false hope. Wow. All right, so the fact that it's text to my ex, I am just assuming that you're no longer with this person, but at one point they made you feel clearly amazing, right? I related to this in a sense because I was in a relationship recently. I learned the hard way that sometimes we do self-sabotage. Sometimes, it really isn't too good to be true. I know that's the saying, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. And when you've been through so much trauma and so much heartbreak, it's very hard, when that's what you're used to, it's very hard to accept a good, healthy relationship. And it's almost like you find things wrong when you shouldn't, for like things you would never even normally give a shit about. It's like you will purposely find something wrong because in your brain, you don't know how to accept it. Like you don't know how to just comprehend, holy shit, this is actually really good. Unfortunately, you become what was done to you, or you become the problem when before it was the other person that was the problem in your past relationships. So, of course, you want to watch out for the red flags, and you want to be cautious, and you want to set boundaries. You don't want to be a fool, of course, right? But at the end of the day, like one main thing that you need to remember is that if someone wants to do you wrong, it doesn't matter what the case may be, they're gonna do it. So whether you find out today, next week, next year, it doesn't matter. They will do it if they want to do it. So there's no use racking your brain. There's no use overthinking. The truth always comes to light, and karma's a bitch, right? So that kind of plays a part in this whole not sabotaging a good thing, right? If it seems too good to be true, it might be, but then it might not be. So why don't you take that chance and just go with the flow and just accept it and learn to just kind of take it day by day. And then if they end up doing the same shit, okay, well, you learned and on to the next. Like, you're not gonna prevent them from doing it by sabotaging and by like doing all this extra stuff that's not needed, right? That's the first point. But then also I wanna touch on the fact that, even if this didn't work out, right? Once you've been through so much trauma and once you've been through so much BS in the dating world, you might have needed that lesson to show you, hey, this isn't your person, but I just want to remind you that there are good people out there. There is someone that will meet your standards without you even having to ask. There is someone who will go that extra mile and put in that effort for you without you having to ask. Hey, reminder, now you've seen it, so stop with the self-doubt, and stop with the insecurities, and stop with the overthinking and the self-sabotaging. And next time a good thing comes along, you'll know how to accept it and receive it, and maybe have a little more faith that it would work out. I'm happy that you were shown a love that you needed to be shown, clearly. So hopefully your walls can come down a little bit and you can be accepting to the next good thing in your life. But I hope you enjoyed this more positive text to my ex. Keep them coming. I love it. And tune into the next episode.